Cool. So we've already done our warm-up. So if you came in late and you feel like you need more warming up, fine. We're going to start in 1 minute. So I'll give you a little rundown of what we're doing. The warm-up covered a bit of what we're doing. So the first thing we're doing is the step-ups. So you're going to start on a different leg each time. If this is all that you've got in you, you could do that, right? Depending on what you're working with. The second exercise is squat jumps. Very simple. Just have your feet a little wide and a bunch of that, okay? And then the third one is mountain climbers. Most people are familiar with those. If you can't be too upside down, then this is where the chair comes in handy, right? Otherwise, you're on the flow. All right, so I'll always go over the next 3 when we get to a set, so you guys have an idea of what's going on. All right, so we're gonna start. Make sure you have your water available. Although if you can wait to take a water break until midway, maybe do that. All right, so the first thing we have is the step-ups. So this is telling us to get ready, as if we didn't know, and go. So starting on a different leg each time. Or if you wanted to really like tire out one leg, you could do 3 on the same leg, you know, and then just do 3 on the other. Okay, so that's a thought. But in any case, here we go. And you're breathing, right? Use your nose. It's your natural immune system. It's blocked. Do the best you can. So whatever you're stepping on, if you need to make it faster because it's not so high, remember the next thing we have is squat jumps. Try not to like be totally still between your sets. Do silly things to keep active. Squat jumps. So trying to land quietly, like there's a difference between the way I'm landing now and just landing like that, you know what I mean? Try to go toe ball heel. And you could be squatting lower than me if you wanted, or higher, or going faster. But I'm more concerned with good form and going super fast. It's not like we're training for anything here, so I'm just moving, getting things done. Excellent. Mountain climbers are the next one. So again, you can use the chair if you want to. Otherwise, we have the flow. Okie dokie. And I'm not going to go super fast. I have to preserve myself. So your choice. You can go all out now and be a little tired. Having fun yet? I have a pint of ice cream I can't wait to eat later. That's what's gonna get me through this. Think about the ice cream. Okay, we're repeating the step-ups on the chair. If you want to, then the next set is gonna be a squat variation, easy stuff. So if you want, you can go a little hippity hoppity, or just do your thing. how much longer. Okay, we got squats. They're gonna look like this. You're gonna start with your feet close, go out, and in and out, like that. Do it, hold on. Fixing my pants. All right. Squat low when your feet are wide. Keep your butt back, not your knees forward. Almost there. All right, this next one we've got push up, the forearm push up, meaning from here down with the right hand, and then start with the left hand, with the right, and then with the left, so on and so forth, and so forth and so on. Right and left. You can go faster than me. I'm just thinking about my form, making sure my belly doesn't drop. So I'll make sure. All right, so for the next one, stay where you are, but for the next one, it's going to be another version of mountain climbers. So this version of mountain climbers, you can do with every 3, 1, 2, 3, you can do a push-up. 1, 2, 3. I know, isn't that great? You can do a push-up if you want to. All right, go ahead, let's fix this. I'm actually gonna stay up here. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Keep going. I want to make sure I know what's next for you guys. Okay. Side squats are the next one. And 3, 2. This one's a little more tame. It's a side squat with a leg lift. Notice that my toes are pointing forward, so do the best you can to rotate internally. And squat, lift. It's not really about how high you go. You want to make sure you're engaging your glutes and not your quads. So you might have to think about that. I'm adding little pulses. The next one is a version of jumping jacks, which I will show you. Pretty easy. Oh. Trying to make sure I'm using my glutes. Okay. Super easy. They're more like what you might learn in a ballet class. You start here and you put one foot in front and then back out, and the other foot in front and back out. Very simple. Show you from back here. Ready? Right, left, left, and so on, and so forth. Just a little bit longer. The next one is another version of step-ups. Some more repetition. You can go in circles if you want. Make it interesting. Get ready for your step ups, and then we get a break. Hooray. You can step up, you can hop up, you can float up. Remember, there's more squat stuff in the strength training, so save your legs if they're feeling jello-y. Almost there. Break. Oh, yeah. Okay, we have 2 minutes before we do our thing. I'm gonna check on dogs. Dogs. Oh, hopefully y'all are still alive. If not, you can't blame me for killing you. Oh, look, a galaxy joined us. That's cool. Yeah. Neat. If you need to put anything in the chat, or if you want to unmute yourself and say something before we start the next thing, you can. I don't know when Galaxy got here, but the cardio portion is done. Although the way that I do my strength training can sometimes feel a little bit like cardio because it just keeps going. So I'll give you the first 3 things that's what I'm doing. These are all going to be standing, these first 3 things. So you're actually going to be in second position, or horse stance if you're a martial artist, or goddess, whatever. And then you can hold on to a weight, like I'm probably going to grab my kettlebell. You hold on to a dog, a cat, a child, and you'll just do calf raises. And if that doesn't go well with your ankles, you're like weak, or you're recovering from an injury or something, just do one at a time, okay? The second one and the third one are the same, just on different legs. So you're gonna do these pulses. So some of this is bar work. And your standing foot, your toe will face forward. I'm using, yeah, you can use something, you probably should. And then your other toe is gonna point this way. And there's gonna be pulses like this, and with the leg bent, and circles, all with the same leg. And then the next round is the same thing with a different leg. And then we'll go over. Okay, so we're gonna start. So if you wanna grab a heavy object, something that's not too unwieldy, you don't wanna be dropping it in the middle of your exercise. We're gonna get started. As soon as this thing goes beep, 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 now that's the first beep, needs more beeping. Okay, alrighty. So, if you want to, you don't have to hold on to anything. And just remember that when you squat, it's not about like your knees going forward. You actually have to lean and get your hips back. You know, like somebody's offering you a chair and you don't trust that they're not going to pull it out from under you. So you're like reaching backward, reaching back. And if you're doing this right, your belly is working too. You know, you can stick your butt out and still have your core working. There are dogs waiting outside. Okay. Second one, you can use an object for balance. Your standing toe faces that way, and then your other foot faces this way. We're going to start with a bend in the leg, actually. We're going to do this with. So a lot of times people will be like this. Try to rotate in so your foot is about the same height as your knee. Not everyone's going to have that level of rotation, but that's what you're going for muscularly. All right, now straight leg. Keep your belly in, so you're not using your belly. You're not arching your back for this. This is all side glutes and then everything around your butt, really. Okay, so let's do some circles. So circle one way, and then circle the other way. Do, 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 do. Oh, that was so quick. This side too. I both faces the other way. Do a jig while you're waiting. Okay, ready. Start with the leg bent. You're trying to keep your ankle at the height of your knee as best as you can, even if your knee's all the way down there. Right? Not everyone's going to get as high as me. You want to get higher. Okay, straighten the leg. Keep your bellies in. You're not using your low back for this. You're trying to stay pretty pulled in the center. And then, oh, keep doing this. Make sure it's your glutes doing most of the work, not your thigh muscles. Okay, circles. Circle gets the square. Circle. And then the other way. The other way. You can do it. Okay, now we got tricep push-ups, which you can do on the floor. You can also do in a chair or on another elevated object. I do this because it helps my wrists. And you don't have to have your legs straight, oh, FYI. You can totally do this, but try not to like let your butt dip down if you can't. I mean, isn't this so much more fun than what you were doing before this? Maybe, maybe not. And take a break if you have to, please. You don't want to get all sloppy and, you know, have your belly not be active and be breathing too hard. Oy. Okay, so now we're going to do down dog holds. So you're going to hold your down dog, and that's it. And then I'll ask you to raise your right leg, and then I'll ask you to raise your left leg. If you're weird like me, you're going to go do this up against the wall. Otherwise, down dogs for most of you. And if you can't do down dog, just stand up and do warrior 3. Lifting one leg, your right leg. I realize I have my left leg up. So you're in a down dog. If you're trying the handstand, yay for you. All right, take that leg down and lift up your other leg, your left leg. If you need to come down to your knees, come down to your knees. And then you guys can come down if you're in a handstand especially. Good. All right, so next one is our, oh geez, it's a Spider-Man push-up. So you can have your hands on something elevated. Spider-Man push-up is just doing this and then doing a push-up like that. So I suspect I'll be taking some breaks during this one. Wait. I suspect I'll be taking some breaks for sure. I'm breaking over here. Still thinking about that pint of ice cream I'm gonna have later. I can't wait. Oh, ice cream. It's gonna taste good. Okay. Now we're gonna repeat the first thing. So, get into your position. You don't have to hold a weight, but you can. So here you go. I'll move back a little. Calf raises if you want. Never seen so many people take walks around the neighborhood. It's good. Calf raises are always optional if you would rather just do like these sorts of things. 10 seconds. Yeah, we got this. Down dog, or here to dolphin. So it's similar to what we did with the planks. You come down here. So if you want to do this in plank, you can. Otherwise, down to your elbows, up to your hands. My hands are moving at the same time. That's not accessible for everyone. You can go down, down, up, up, down, down, up, up. Your core is a big component here. Don't forget to use it. Boy. Down, down, up, up. And don't start with the same side. So if you've been starting with your right or your left the whole time, do a little switcheroo. Okay. We have, yeah. So we're gonna repeat 2 and 3. That was this business. But if you want to do it like in a plank instead, or on your hands and knees instead, you can. All right. Right leg. It's bent to start. Maybe take it back a little more, but without your belly poofing out. And then straight leg. Okay, and then circles one way. And then back the other way. Woohoo. Yeah. Okay, other side. Yeah, we got this. We're good. We're almost done, FYI. Don't be too sad. All right, left leg. Bent to start. Try to keep your foot as high, sometimes higher even than your knee can help. Oh boy. All right, straighten that leg out. Keep your belly in. Don't let your lower back arch too much. Try to keep it all in the glutes. All right, circles. Circle. Why is this leg so much harder? Other way. Is it because it's weaker or because it's the second leg? I don't know. Okay, 2 more thingies. Thingy dingies. Supermans. Yay. I'm going to grab weights. I'm going to do this over here so you can see. It's on the flow. On the flow. Ready? And you're just going to lift up and then do little pulses with your arms. Lock them out. Lock your elbows out. If you have weights and they're too heavy, locking your elbows out won't be a great idea. But I got 2.5 pounds in each hand, so it doesn't really matter. Try to keep your shoulders away from your ears, right? Oh, by the way, the last exercise is one of your choice. Could be Could be eating ice cream for all I know. I can't see you or hold you accountable. We're almost there. Okay. Dealer's choice. No, it's you. You. I'm the dealer. You choose. Player's choice. Okay. Know what I'm picking. Get to it. I hope whatever you're doing, it's the funnest thing you've done all day. Oh, jeez. Oh, it came out. It's okay. It's okay. Oh, shit. We're going to stretch after this. You don't have to stick around for that, but you can. If you want to stick around for the stretchy portion, you can. It's going to be a little cool down. If you want. Okay, so I'm going to be on my little mat over here. So the first thing I might do is nothing, like get a drink or chill out for a second. Now remember, stretching is different for everyone, and I'm not going to get into all the nerdy stuff, but the science behind stretching is ever evolving, and so far we know that when you stretch, you're not actually making your muscles longer. We also know that just because an area is super strong doesn't mean, well, some of us have known this for a while, doesn't mean that it's tight or needs to be stretched out. And we also know that a lot of the stretching tends to occur in the ligaments. So it's like what holds your bones together to each other, technically. Tendons hold muscles to bone, and a lot of the stretching happens there. So when you get a sensation, let's start our first stretch, and we'll work with the information as we go over it. I'm going to start in Janu Shirshasana. So you can have your left leg out like me or whatever, doesn't matter, we're doing both sides. So this has a nice 3-fold stretch to it. So the first thing we can do is we can lean over to the side of the stretched leg, right? And everyone's going to have different sensations based on their body, but right now, in an ideal world, whatever that is, we're stretching like the side of the right body, like the intercostals and some of the lats and the QL and different things. And then as we go down to the side, we might be stretching like our hamstrings, right? So when we feel that sensation of stretch, ideally we're not going to a point of too much pain, because that pain is receptors coming from our tendons and our ligaments that are saying, you know, this is going too far. Now we're getting thrown into the deal. And we don't want to stretch those because they don't really go back into place. So always going behind your threshold of pain is really good. Your body will appreciate that. So the side bend that we're doing here, you could incorporate your arm into it if you want. And then I'm going to start to turn my torso so it starts to point squarely towards the leg. Not everyone is going to be as square as me. And then this is when you might want to let the back of your knee pop up a bit. So sensation in the back of the knee, generally you want to avoid most of that. And as you lean forward, remember that's not about being able to touch your toes. It's just giving your body a variety of movement. It will appreciate that. And then the next portion of this twist or this stretch is a twist. So my left leg is extended. I'm going to turn my torso to the left. My right hand can be an anchor anywhere along the floor, or I could use my own leg if I wanted to. And I'm trying to keep my spine straight. So I'm trying not to default into this rounding, like banana leaf, like overarching shape. I don't want to be a banana leaf today. I want to be a stately unicorn. And again, letting the back of your knee pop up with your straight leg stretches can be a game changer. Alrighty, that's side one. Let's go to a symmetrical shape for a moment and just shake things out, because I was Canadian just there for a second. And if you want to go forward and feel the difference between the back of your legs, because one side already got stretched and one side didn't, you might feel little to no difference at all. And then we'll bring in the left leg this time and stretch over the right side. So here we go, over the rainbow. And you can incorporate your arm if you want, or you can wait to do that. And then it really depends on what you want to do with your head. You could like do your little rodin here, or you could keep your head up if you have any neck stuff going on. I'm going to incorporate my arm now. It doesn't have to look like anything, just, you know, somewhere that feels good or accesses a different area. And start to turn and square your torso towards the extended leg. I can't go as far on the side, so I'm just throwing out the things that I notice, because it's good for you guys to inquire about your body too. And then you don't have to stretch super far forward. It's not about like how close your nose can get to your knee. Think more about your nose and the rest of your neck extending towards your big toe. Smiling is good too, if you want. You don't have to. And then start to turn your torso towards the right, using your left hand as any amount of leverage you can use. And you do want to turn mostly in the upper half of your spine here. So try to use like everything where your ribs attach, all of those, and your neck. Okay, excellent. Let's go back to symmetrical shape, goodness, and check and see what's going on. We're going to do one more stretch here before I let you guys go. We're going to get on our back, and I'm going to use the chair because I can, because it's here. But if you guys want to put your legs on like the seat of a piece of furniture, like a chair, a recliner, or something. I don't know what my dogs are doing right now, but there's one stalking me outside the door. So this can just be like the way you cool down, but you could, if you wanted to, like lift up a little bit and get a stretch somewhere. Like you don't have to interlace your fingers. That's not available to everybody. Remember, having long arms helps with a lot of this yoga type stuff. So, you know, you look at people who can touch their toes, take a look at how long their legs are and torsos in comparison to their arms. You'll find a lot of long-armed people are touching their toes, me included. So you can stretch your chest here, your shoulders, your belly, or you can just lie here too after all that's done. And you could bring a knee in and create this figure 4 shape here. And some people will push the leg away. Now your hips are going to sort of do this thing too, where your hips move like a steering wheel. That's fine. Let them do that. Try not to hold your hips in place while you're pushing your legs around. Otherwise your back gets thrown in the mix and it usually gets a little sad. The thing about your back though, other leg, is that your low back is a little bit like me. It doesn't tell you that it's really hurting or upset or pissed off until it's gone too far. So you really just, you know, you want to dial down, move your body in different ways. Try not to get too stuck in how other people are moving if it doesn't feel good to you. It's really important that everything feels safe to you. Good. All right, we did both sides. I'm done with you guys. Well, not done with you guys, but you know, I'm done. This would be the end of my workout. And no, I'm not going to go get my ice cream now. I'm going to eat some protein first. But anyways, if you guys want to say hi or anything, if you want to unmute yourselves, you can. If you don't know how to do that, oh, I can do it for you. Join me on next Wednesday. I'll do the same thing, and then on the next 2 Fridays, I have a all levels yoga class going on at 9:30. Tell your friends, okay? Because people don't have to pay for it. It's available to whomever, you know. But if people want to pay, that works too. But everyone's being affected in different ways, and I'm more concerned that people are moving and their mental health is intact, if this helps at all. So yeah, if you have any questions or anything. I don't know who Galaxy S9 is. Hopefully maybe they'll reveal themselves to me at some point. But it's okay if you want to be the creepy workout person that doesn't unveil your true identity. All right, I'm going to end the meeting. So if you guys have anything you need to do or say, oh, I'll say hi to the pups. Hey, come. Okay, there we go. All right, guys. Hopefully I'll see you on Friday or next Wednesday. Have a good day. Woo, sneezy. Sneezy McSneezerson.